It's easy what's happening to this team. The challenge for Monty and the coaches.
Yeah, Suns are very high on Ty Jerome. Rubio done with his 22 points, 12 assists. The 12 assists, his season high. This Von Carter, Eli Akobo on the floor now.
I know it's cold.
Phoenix.
It's cold out east. I just wonder how the Nets are enjoying this nice warm weather here in Phoenix.
They were enjoying it a lot more before this game started. The Suns just ran out hitting 10 of their first, and then the Suns broke away again. After that point, Cam Johnson, a dart. Oh, that guy is so accurate.
People booed when he got drafted. Why? He was too old. I mean, he was a senior. Why would you draft a guy like that when you can draft a young player? Well, now you see people that the Suns drafted this young man. He's 6'8", 6'9", and he's one of the better young shooters in the game today.
Not just Dan Marley, Suns fans booed Steve Nash when they Syracuse.
Again, well, the Toronto Raptors won a championship last year, and they won it with a surety because they spent a few years in college. They got another year or two to lift weights. They got another year or two to be under the thumb of a head coach. When they beat Duke last year, North Carolina went into Duke and beat them, and he shot the lights out. And way back then,
looking at the film and preparing for the Tar Heels, talking about how good he is at spacing the floor. Lob jam for Cam Johnson on the floor. He can score from different parts of the basketball court.
You know, the Suns have always had talented guards, and so it's hard to carve time out. But Elliott has really held his own when he's gotten a chance to play.
Frank to the 10th floor, set up by Akobo. Suns with their 18 made three-pointers tonight. That is a season high. Shek Diallo called for goaltending on it with his offhand because he's the southpaw. Use that little scoop pass with the right, and Shek Diallo is going to go to the line.
That angle, and young players watching. That's what your coach is trying to tell you. Take the better angle and don't take the shortcut.
Lady, you can speak. They're not going to create problems when they're not out there on the court, and that was really the reputation for Shek Diallo over in New Orleans. They love that guy. He was one of the favorite teammates.
Really create this combustion on the practice court when they're working.
15 to go. Next up, the Lakers on Tuesday. Musa defended there by Akobo. Pinson played at North Carolina with Cam Johnson. Brings it back on Javon Carter. The Bulldog all over him.
You know he was.
After that exchange with the Bulldog. Shek with the flush.
Well,
30-point lead. It's the biggest for the Suns tonight. Musa takes aim.
Yeah, block out.
Very bouncy. Nick Claxton kept it alive. And the basket by Nwaba. They had Jarrett Allen, and then they drafted Claxton. He was the first pick in the second round, so basically almost kind of like a late first-round pick. They think highly of Nick. Nwaba, good defender. Javon Carter, this would feel good. That shot's been off for him of late, so it's on score.
The reason he'll stay on the floor. It's not his scoring. Okay, it's his ability to defend. That's his calling card.
Yeah, Javon started to dwindle a little bit. And of course, that can change. Akobo gives it off to Mikal. Into the lane. Went to the left. Trying to clean up his own mess. And there's Clack. Long outlet pass to Musa. And now, officially street ball time. Mikal loads up for three. That is number 19.
Act like it's still freezing. You get out and enjoy that heat. You're going to catch some heat here inside this arena.
This is not the Suns of the past few years. This is a brand new Suns product. And down will go the Brooklyn Nets. The Suns with the season high in scoring against the #1 scoring team. The Suns paced 138 on the board.